her situation, dire need of certain things.
Certain things. Hi Shaneil.
How are you?
Hi. I'm great. How are you?
Very nice, thank you.
So I called you yesterday, and today is what, April 14th, Tuesday,
Yes.
and you were working yesterday. Why aren't you chilling?
Chilling. The work keeps going on. The next thing is the OTT. So just trying to get that copy ready also to make sure that everything is final. And that's because that's the copy that goes out and is there for the world for as long as we know it.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that copy is as good as it possibly can be. Yeah.
Before getting to Dacoit, we'll talk about you for a bit. Sesh kept mentioning about your friendship, and you guys have been working together. Have known each other for a very long time.
Very long time, yeah.
Since when?
Oh man, we started, I think it's been over close to 14 years now.
14 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
We started with a project we did in US together.
Okay.
Called Kiss, that we started with.
Okay, it's Kiss. It's not Karma. It's Kiss.
No, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was the DOP on that, and through that journey we became really good friends. And then when Shanam happened, he's like, "Why don't you come and shoot this for me?" Because he wanted a different perspective. Because I'd never been to India before that.
Right.
So
you've never been to India
at
before
that point? No, never did.
Okay.
My entire family is from Fiji and US, so we were living in the US. So that was my first introduction to India.
Okay.
In that sense, yeah.
What was that like? What was that cultural introduction like?
I grew up on the Indian movies and all that stuff, but just to be in India for the first time it was a culture shock, but it was beautiful because to see everybody that looked like me. So that was very familiar. That felt very comforting. Just to see people who look like you and just being around people with the same language and understanding that. So it was quite nice.
So what do you speak at home?
It's predominantly Hindi.
Hindi, okay.
Yeah, but it's a variation of Hindi that we speak in Fiji. So it's a mix. The language has Telugu, Tamil.
Yeah, so Sesh kept repeating this. Murku khayega is the word that he kept saying in every interview.
We have all these different words we picked up from different parts of the country and we made our own language.
Now, what are the Indian films that you grew up on?
See, I can say, I say Dil Chahta is one of my favorites. Like that really, I didn't grow up in Hindi movies for a long time. But when I started watching them, and there were certain movies that stuck with me, like Dil Chahta. I was like, whoa, what a movie this is. And then I started watching Anurag Kashyap stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this man is incredible.
Nice.
So, Veer Zara, these kinds of movies. And then when I came to India, my assistant at that time, who was assisting me, Vamsi, DOP of Major.
Vamsi Pachipulsu, he went on to shoot Major.
Yes.
Man, such a small world.
Yeah, so such an incredible fellow. He's such a great friend of mine. He introduced me to really good cinema. So I watched this movie called Kanjivaram.
Prakash Priyadarshan sirs, right?
Yeah.
Heartbreaking film.
Wow. So that was my introduction to really good quality cinema, and I was like, oh my God, there's such great stuff out there. So it started off with that journey. So I just kept learning about movies through experiences and friends who kept telling me there's more to Indian cinema that I knew of.
Yeah. So we in the Telugu states, our whole cinema viewing culture it's quite something.
Yeah.
So how are you introduced to that? Because that's quite different to whatever you might have experienced until then, right?
Yeah.
So
the thing is, my first movie that I saw in India was Mirchi.
Nice.
So I went into this movie theater and I'm like, wow, look at the crowd, look at the energy. And then I saw Prabhas, I'm like, who is this guy? He's so charismatic, and I'm like, I've never seen his work, and then when I saw him, like, oh my God, such a huge presence. So
Where was this?
This was at Prasad's actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got to introduce to Telugu cinema through Mirchi.
Through Mirchi.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with Hyderabad like?
Hyderabad, it's just all love, no hate, all love.
Okay. Where do you stay in Hyderabad when you're here?
I'm in Jubilee Hills. I have my own little apartment I rent. So yeah, I come down for work, stay here.
So you're a Hyderabadi.
I'm Pakka Hyderabadi now.
And Dacoit has been what?
It's a 3-year journey for us.
3 years.
Yeah, from the inception of it, from the writing to the shooting to delivery, it's been a 3-year journey for me.
Let's start from the inception.
Yeah.
What was the seed?
So the seed was actually Sesh. It was I was in US. I had finished Wild Dog. with the Nag sir.
Yeah, that released in April 2021.
Yeah.
Man, it's been 5 years.
Yeah, I haven't been a DOP in that many years. So I took a break. I went home, stayed with my family, and then he calls me. He's like, "Bhai, I have an idea. I want to run it by you." And it's a story. It's an idea about some heist stuff. It was just a very much of a line, and during the COVID times. So this sounds interesting. So we just start off with that. Like the idea, the seed was Sesh. He was like, "This is what I'm planning on doing. What do you think about it?" And from there, we talked on the phone quite a bit. We kept discussing, and I'm like, you know what? I think this is an idea I would like to pursue with you, and let's take it forward. Then I flew down, and then we started writing.
This was in what, 2022?
Oh yeah, October.
22.
October came down. Yeah. Then he was in the process of promoting Hit 2. He was doing. So that happened, and then immediately we started writing. So we went to the writing stages, and Aburigaru got involved, and we just kept writing, and then and I think around end of June or October, we started shooting the project. So
let's talk about the writing.
Yeah.
The film has a lot of twists, right?
Yes.
So I want to know whether you guys wrote linearly and then let's give it a twist, or you already have the twist worked already, and the rest of the narrative was reverse engineered. Like, how did that work?
So honestly, there was no twist set up, or we didn't have the ending set. It was always just, we followed the character, we followed Hari. It was Hari's journey, and we started following, how is he going to behave, what is he going to do. All we knew is that he was done wrong, something happened, and that needs to be fixed. He needed something to do. So it's just the journey of Hari's behavior, how he would do. Each scene just developed through that idea of just following this character, because we knew enough of him. We knew his backstory, where he came from. We did some research also. We went and met people from the community to understand how things were, and then through that, Hari developed, and just following this character, we were able to figure out, abhi aisa karega. So yeah, it was never like we had, these are twists we have to implement. It's just through the journey of writing, we came through.
So why do you think it needed a rural setup? I have my thing, Western.
Yeah.
The landscape.
So the idea was, we wanted to do this neo-Western feel. This was supposed to be like our Sholay, per se. We wanted to touch we wanted the rustic feel of the movie. It should not be urban. We wanted the dirt. We wanted the redishness. Even if you look at the characters, most characters are rustic looking. They're sweaty. They're not glamorized. We're trying to make it look pretty, but we wanted to keep that roughness. We should be able to see them and taste that. I can taste the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So intention was that.
Was Hell or High Water an inspiration?
I would say Hell and High Water was an idea that we worked on. Like you started off with that thought process was there, but the story is so different from that.
It's very different.
Yeah.
It's quite different.
Yeah.
I watched Hell or High Water many years ago, and after watching Dacoit also, I rewatched it just to see if there are some traces.
Yeah.
Not really. Like I can see very few those maybe that
only
aesthetic.
thing you can really think about is the I would say just the heist portion of it.
Heist.
Beyond that,
the notes flying off.
But most of it is just based on these two characters and their experiences and what happened in their lives.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but was remaking Hell or High Water? Was that a part of discussion at any point at early stages?
Initially, we had that. It was something that was on the books, but then we realized the story is so different, and that was taken off the table altogether.
Right. Yeah, because this is completely different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But do you wish you had shot in real locations, especially the Hindupur and those? No, that's fine.
Right. I mean, we would have loved to, but the problem was just logistically, it was a nightmare to get actors out there. The heat, we kept shooting in summertime. So it's just comfort, logistic, and not compromising on performance, because this movie is all performance based. Honestly, we could have shot the whole thing in close-ups.
Yeah.
Because this movie was designed so we can feel the characters, So it's all so much performance based that nothing should come in the way of that. So logistically, we didn't want to have any issues. We did go outskirts. We did shoot, but ideally, shooting in very vast locations wasn't something we were able to achieve. But we did. We went quite far. So
no, I really liked how well written the script was.
No, I appreciate
Like
that.
everything was tied perfectly, right from. So I genuinely believe this. Like when you're seeing a scene, and if you know that this scene or the information in it is being used clearly as a setup, and if the audience get the feel that this will be used again, that's bad writing. Dacoit does so many things very cleverly. Like for instance, the very tiny bit about ring, and when she says that why people wear rings and the how she connects it to heart, the way it is used as like the ultimate payoff at the end, that was beautiful. Like it shows that a lot of thought went into writing and especially like connecting all these little dots. Please tell me about, I'm sure all of them were like cleverly, properly placed, right? But you had to make sure that these were not obvious or apparent. So how much thought went into the writing?
So I mean, I don't want to talk about the setups and payoffs because that might mess with the experience for the audience.
Let's talk about those in a way that people who have seen will get it.
Right.
People who haven't will not get it.
Yeah. So the idea is that is why it took us so long. First of all, the reason to make this movie took so long is because every schedule, whatever we had shot prior and what we were about to shoot, we will go back and check.
Okay.
We will almost not rewrite, but make sure that whatever we have on paper is accommodating and complementing what we need to shoot.
Okay.
So a lot of changes kept getting made. The script became such a living organism by itself. It kind of guided us to a certain degree. So when it comes to the setups and payoffs, we want to keep those things very organic, very simple, yet the payoff should be overwhelming. So the idea was you take very simple things and just, they should feel overwhelming when it's supposed to actually make you feel that. So that idea is these emotional, I would call them emotional payoffs rather than just twists, because this movie is a very emotional movie. It's got a set of things that we wanted people to feel a lot rather than feel the thrill of it. We want them to feel. This movie is about that. It's a love story. End of the day, it's a love story. In its own right, it's a love story.
Right. No, it is a love story. It is a love story. Yeah. So, because the action and the crime, all of that is serving a purpose. That is them coming together or their relationship.
So the intelligence of these setups and payoffs came through the journey of writing every schedule. Even though we had the script locked, but every schedule we would look at the edit, we'll see what we're shooting next.
Okay.
And then we'll go back, and that is a practice, say Shaburi Garu and I, we've been doing, where before every schedule we'll sit, we'll look at the scenes and we'll scrutinize it again. What we're supposed to shoot. Because we'll realize whatever we wrote 6 months ago is not working now.
Right.
So we have to scrutinize what we've written.
Why do you think that happens? Is it just in your head or is it because you have seen so many films in between?
No. What happens is you don't realize what an actor will bring on the table on the day of shoot. So you would have something on paper, you're so ready, okay, this is what we're shooting. And all of a sudden, some genius like Prakashji, or Anurag sir, or Sesh, or Munal will come and just take the scene in a different direction you didn't imagine. And then when that happens, the behavior changes of the character. So it's like, wow, they did something that was not on paper, but is way better than what we expected.
Right.
So according to that, we have to readjust.
Right.
Which helps evolve the story organically forward.
Right.
So that is a practice we always do.
There's this shot of Prakash Raj taking a cigar and lighting it. So much aura. Like that man, that shot was so cool. Be it that box, I hadn't seen anything like that. So felt super cool.
Yeah, man. That we left it on silence, just ambient. Everybody's standing there. He's lighting his smoke, and himself is just a magnetic human being.
When you talk about reworking or improvising the script for each schedule, can you give me an example? Like what did you guys start with when you started rolling?
You mean like in our first schedule? Or
Yeah.
First thing we shot, if I can remember, it's been so long. It's been so long.
I'm gonna keep this.
What was our first schedule, man? I don't remember.
Really?
I don't remember. I remember Munal's first schedule. I know when she came in, we did the she came in and we ended up doing all the heavy emotional scenes right away with her at the house. I remember that.
Like, what would you consider heavy emotional scenes? Them meeting for the first time?
Them meeting on the first time. The confrontation they had together. That I feel was a pretty intense scene. Yeah, it's one of my favorite scenes because the performances are so good. I'm so proud of Sej. I mean, he really went out and he did the best of his ability. He really put his heart on the line and just, broke all the barriers that he may have inside as an actor, but he went all out and just did it.
He loosened up a lot.
Just incredible performance.
Give me examples, like how like what are the changes that you made before a schedule, based on the footage that you guys shot on the previous schedule.
For example, the scene, Prakash Raj scene, the one at the Konda Pochima Dam with the scene with the Anurag sir and Prakash
where
Raj, the Swami
after the ambulances collided.
So that scene we had written about 3 months prior, the whole thing. Literally the night before, we entirely rewrote it because the behaviors of these two characters had changed so much. Over the period, Prakash Ji's character became so important, even though screen time is not as vast, but his character became so important because his character and Swami's character are the two main big conflicts that are affecting our leads' lives. So we realized what we had written before was not as impactful. Now these two giants meeting, what's going to be the clash and how it affects them? We had to rewrite the whole entire scene because the stakes got so much higher.
Right.
Before it was just two characters meeting and something's happening. But now these characters are actually affecting the lives of Hari and Saraswati. So we had to rewrite everything. So the stakes became higher, the tension became higher. All that was done for that particular scene. So people feel like, oh, okay, their presence is very important. Yeah.
Who, according to you, is the film's main antagonist?
Wow. I feel like, for me, there's not one antagonist in the movie. For me, it's a combination of past. See, I don't know, without giving too much away.
Only those who have seen the film will watch this, so don't worry.
Right. But I feel like the main antagonist in this movie is the situation itself, to be honest. Circumstances, time, how it's affected, just the situation itself. Everybody's doing what they think is right in this picture. Everyone's doing what they believe is right. But it's the circumstances that has really affected Hari, Saraswati. So, yeah.
One of the things that I had an issue with the film was, according to me, the main antagonist is someone else. I genuinely didn't think Prakash Raj's character is the main antagonist because these Hari and Saraswati are colliding with him. He's not coming for them. But the main guy, I'm not going to reveal who he is. As a viewer, I was rooting for that guy to be finished in a more brutal way. Was that ever a point of discussion?
For us, the way we saw this picture is very realistically, in the sense that life is not always fair. And not everybody gets their due.
But life is not fair, but film has to give the viewer a catharsis, right?
Yeah.
Life is not fair, which is why. But film can.
I mean, for me, it was in the end how she reacted to the situation was a satisfying moment in front of everyone. So I think that was for me personally. Yeah, that as a maker, that was the payoff in the end. So
no, but was there ever a discussion? Was that ever a point of discussion, or
no.
were you all happy with what the resolution is?
Yeah. We wanted to keep it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I genuinely feel, Shaneil, it might be me personally. I feel I needed a bigger catharsis there because I hate him the most, and it felt like the film just let him go, and it didn't give me the catharsis that I was hoping for.
Fair enough. Okay.
So did anyone tell you this?
No, we've discussed this. We have on our writing tables, but it was we want to go a different route altogether. Yeah, that was it. So
okay, what are some of your favorite scenes in the film, or the most challenging ones that gave you the most joy when you finally cracked it?
For me, their first interaction, I really enjoyed the Hari and Saraswati. That was something that was really nice. And then the other one was when Hari meets Ishaq Bhai in his garage when he sort of breaks down.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
For me,
this
that
is
was
after the market sequence.
Right. For me, that was a very that day when we shot that, and I looked at Sesh and I just went up to him and I'm like, I have my Hari. I just gave him a pat on the back and I didn't say much. I didn't need to. I just looked at him like, man, that's it. We have it. We have Hari. So those two scenes are probably one of my favorite scenes because of what he made me feel on set. Yeah.
So what is the working equation with Sesh like? Because you guys have known each other for more than a decade now. So it's like you guys must be knowing what you expect of each other, right? So what are those conversations like when you are, let's say, writing a scene together, or how does that even work? Like, does he write a version and give it to you and you improve it, or
so
you write a version?
Very much a back and forth thing. Like before we even write, we'll just sit and discuss. We'll discuss scenes and he'll throw ideas. He's very good at throwing ideas. He's like the idea guy.
Like, what are these ideas like? Like, can you give me an example?
I mean, for example, a situation where if Hari is supposed to go to, he's going to go do a heist or something, let's just say. He'll be like, well, can he, should he do it over here? Should he do it over there? Or can he first go meet somebody? Like these kinds of thoughts he'll throw, like all different types of things. So if I'm thinking linearly, he'll be like, well, to get to that, can we go around it? So these kinds of ideas he will throw, and then from that meeting of ideas, we'll put down the points, and then we'll put into a scene. Even he'll go home and he'll put something down on paper. He'll send it to me, or I'll send it to him, and if I really like what he put together, like, bye, let's just go with this. It's really nice. So it's a very collaborative atmosphere for both of us. Just the way we work out.
What were the most challenging instances during the writing or during the making?
For me, it was always I would say the writing for me personally.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it was something new for me personally. Though, because coming from a DOP background.
Oh, so you haven't written in the past?
I've written smaller stuff, not a full-fledged feature.
Okay,
I've written a feature, but that was probably for an American audience altogether.
Okay.
Writing, keeping culture in mind, keeping taste in mind, writing something for a demographic that I'm still understanding. That was a little, you know what I mean?
It's like you are taking baby steps on the culture front.
Absolutely. So there were places he was correcting me, like, bhai, aise karna chahiye.
Kya tha? Like what's like, can you give an example? Something that you must have written based on your sensibility. And Sesh is more familiar with this culture.
Right. I'm just drawing a blank today. We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that.
Challenges, writing is a cultural thing. It was more like, okay, certain things I was not fully understanding. So, just he briefed me, made me understand, acha, theek hai. Then we'll go that way, because I'm very much American at heart, na? I grew up there, so certain things I was still learning.
Okay.
And shooting, I would say, it was never a problem for me, except for sometimes just I was always a little nervous about the dialogue delivery in Telugu. If I would catch the nuances. But then I had a very great team behind me. My first AD was also part of the writing team. Karthik, he was also there with me. So, and I had a very trusting team. So, because we would write the dialogues way before for both languages, and I was present for both of it. So, it was like, okay, I understood things. But certain times on set, I was like, acha, wo dialogue mein, how is it okay, the nuance, the way they move the lips, or the extension of that line, was that okay? So, these certain times I would be a little concerned, but otherwise it's pretty good.
So one of the things I like the most about the film are the stakes. Like the characters have a lot to lose, both the characters, and that's one of the things that many films don't do properly. Like we call a film boring, right? Let's say if we call a film boring, I genuinely feel that happens because you don't really care about the characters or what they have to lose. In that sense, Dacoit really builds up the stakes beautifully. Like that both of them have so much to lose if they don't achieve what they have to. And at one point the scenario becomes such that even if one of them achieves, the other person is going to lose.
Agreed, yeah.
The way the film created that scenario was amazing. And one of the reasons for that is the medical angle. How did you come up with that? Like, what would you do on the writing table to make sure that the stakes are consistently high?
See, the DNA of the script is very much, I would say, it has a thriller feel to it. Like, matlab, to keep it pacey, to keep it going. But to keep the stakes high, it was always the environment we had created. There was the COVID scenario was there. Her situation, dire need of certain things. Certain things. For her family. Husband, everything. All that was part of the whole. Just creating those stakes in the sense that we knew, audience immediately knew, okay, these are the things that these characters are fighting. So we put them right out there in the very beginning. Hari, we knew. He told the audience what he wanted. Through learning with Saraswati, immediately once we get to know her, right away we know what challenges she's facing. So we were able to put that right in front, in the forefront. So that sort of helped, yeah, that's all I think I can say about that.
Man, you know what? Okay, we'll talk at the end. One of the things that worked in favor of the film and against the film when I was watching was the number of characters and the subplots. Like you have an Atul Kulkarni, you have a Shaneil, who is like a corrupt police officer. At one point, so much was happening in the film. At one point, right before the climax, I'll be honest, it was a bit exhausting.
Sure enough.
Before the climax, because so many, it's not that we are not used to these things, but I felt already the emotions are high, already the stakes are pretty high, already it's in a very serious tone. The tonality is pretty serious in the second half. Especially before the climax, for some 30 minutes, when so many things are happening, I almost felt like, what should I focus on at this point?
Got it.
Until the scene where Sesh meets the daughter and he promises her that. Until that point, okay, that's like the emotional core of the film. But before that, it got pretty heavy, high on information, and it got too much to take in.
I mean, we wanted to make sure that we don't leave any loose ends. So every character, we just don't bring him in for the sake of bringing a character in. We wanted to make sure that everybody has a beginning and an arc and an ending. So I think trying to do justice to each character, it could have become a little exaggerated for the audience, shayad. But that was the intention, to make sure that no character is just wasted. There is an arc, there is a finish for everyone, however that might be. So, yeah.
Shaneil, the film has polarized people. I have been seeing there are people who like it a lot, and there are people who did not connect to it. Why do you think it has polarized? As a viewer, I know you are way too connected, attached to it. But if you could just distance yourself, and you have seen it with people, right?
Yes.
So why do you think it has?
So see, I don't know how effectively I can answer this, but them not connecting to the picture, I don't know, it could be a couple of things, because the expectations of what they expect from Sesh image that could be a contribution to, because of digesting, he's doing something different, because we really wanted to try something different. He also is adamant about exploring different types of characters. As an actor, he's not always going to be doing just action or thriller. He wants to try different things. So this was a movie where it was written where we both,
fair enough.
So we can try different types of things. Every actor wants to explore all kinds of roles.
Right.
So for the audience, to the certain amount of folks who were not connecting to the picture, I don't know actually how to answer that. Like, I can only think of as maybe it was a little too intense for them, shayad, because I feel like it is an intense picture. It is kind of intense. It's not it's not on the lighter side. It is an intense movie. And that's something we deliberately knew we were making. We believed in that. See, this is a true blue love story. We want to keep a little on the intense side. So I think maybe the intensity could have been a little, too much to take, shayad. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
first half of the film was racy as hell.
Yeah.
It's because it's event after event after event after event. It's like the film just really doesn't give you time to breathe because so much is happening, and that's in a very good sense. I really like the whole parking lot sequence. The notes flying off. Like, you really know that these people have messed up. And the way the tension is created in the scene, that was really good.
So the parking lot, you mean in the basement?
Karuna Hospital, the first robbery.
See, there's an introduction to two characters who have never done this before.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure that the vulnerability of Saraswati, who's going to something she doesn't even know.
They're not pros.
They're not pros. This guy he's just been, he was in jail. Beyond that, he's not a
But
professional.
he's not a criminal either.
So bringing two people together in a situation they're both foreign to, and throwing bunch of obstacles, trying to create a very realistic, because we didn't want to go too crazy on these things either, because we want to keep it to a certain degree entertaining, but realistic, because that's the kind of movie we want to find a balance for the picture. So that robbery was designed to show how two people who are not really seasoned at this, how would they approach this?
And they fuck it up.
They do. A lot of things happen. So that was the intention. Like, they're not seasoned people. They'll go in, things will happen. How are they going to react, and how do they get out of that? Was the idea behind it.
But you wish certain robberies were what? I don't know how much you guys shot and later edited out. Some felt a little, too easy. Like, it felt like there was too much cinematic liberty.
Okay.
Like, for instance, I think the one in the second half where you just see Mrunal, the one in Bangalore.
Okay.
If it had like a proper start point, like when the film opens, like when the sequence opens, she's already in the middle of it, right?
Okay.
So I felt if you had shown the starting point, it wouldn't have felt like the film took a more convenient way.
Okay. That was, it's more like that sequence was more designed to be a emotional sequence more than a full-blown thriller. It's just about this person doing something and what's her state of mind, rather than actually focusing on the design of that. That was the whole idea, because we're getting to a point where things were pivoting. So hence that was designed for specifically to, you feel her journey rather than the act itself. So that was the reason behind that. I can understand where you're coming from, but the intention was, oh wow, she's here by herself. What's gonna happen? So that was the intention for that problem.
And the one right before the interval, that was damn good.
Oh, thank you.
The lift sequence, and I was watching it in AAA, and when Mrunal starts walking down, everyone in the theater were like, okay, there she is. There she is. And so it's like, okay, she's gonna betray. Even my friend was saying again.
Okay.
Then when she comes back, that's like that's a great moment when she comes back.
Okay. I mean, that at that point was all designed so we can feel what Hari's pain is. That sequence was designed so when you see it, it's from his perspective of what's happening. So he's feeling a lot of things, feeling things that he may have felt before, So it was designed in that way, so we understand what he feels again for the second time, or whatever it is. It was dedicated for that, just to understand how this man has not really got over it. So
he still doesn't trust her either.
Yeah.
100%. And it's fair enough that he doesn't trust her. So that moment really landed.
Nice.
But do you wish their love story, that you could have spent more time on their love story?
Yeah, that is something we discussed extensively as a team when we were writing it, even after editing it. We considered reshooting some stuff, but it was just, at some point you have to just believe this is what we're making, I agree. We discussed that maybe the love story needs to be a little more extensive, a little bit more emotion.
5 minutes movie, perhaps. Yeah.
But at some point we were like, no, Acha, this is what we're telling to the world. This is what we want to show them. So yeah.
What are some things that led to a lot of discussions? Like like you mentioned, love story is one of the things that that led to extensive discussions. What are some angles in the script or film that you had like lot of discussions on?
Without exploring too much about it, but the design of the hilltop
climax.
That how do we approach that, because it's just him and it's all about him at that point. So how do we really address it, really juice it, really get the maximum out of it? So that was something extensively discussed, because it had so much performance orientated by just one individual. So for that, a lot of time was spent, a lot of back and forth, a lot of meetings, multiple iterations, discussing what the core, what Hari's feeling, and how Sesh and I we had a small session where we actually rehearsed it to a certain degree to understand how it will feel, So all that was done for that, because I was very critical. That was one of my very nervous scenes for me to shoot.
I can understand.
So we did proper homework. We do homework for everything.
What does this homework involve?
Homework involve discussions with Abu Regaru, each getting the writers, all the dialogue writers involved, each line, each word, is it doing justice to what he's saying? Then really understanding the emotion of the character. At that point, what is that person feeling? Just sitting and discussing for hours on end, and then finally understanding, okay, this is feeling good, and then we go out and make it.
Were you convinced with the placement of Chichibudni? As a director, I'm sure you have a script. Because I feel the film works without the first half without it.
Yes.
That absolutely felt like a package. The rest of the film felt like focus. This one felt like, okay, we need this for
Sure. I totally understand. We can live without the song too. 100%. The story will go forward. But this was not. But there's a little bit of the song has a small story, because that's where you meet Janaki character. In the end of it, he interacts with us. So that kind of helped with the song. But I can definitely say the song was there because why not? We wanted to have something fun. We wanted to add a little bit of something in there, but it was just not placed there, because in the end, the song does have a value when you meet the other character there in the end. So it was something we like, chalo, we'll try something. Karenge, kyun nahi karenge? Try karte, like apne liye karenge.
No, but to me, also I was still in the high of Kanipetaru.
Right.
And a lot of people mention this. Like you have like two songs back to back. Which is like, because, man, that the title card was such a high. The title card, and that comes after 35 minutes? 35 minutes? That I loved it.
Nice.
The way the screen cuts to black and then it goes Adivisage in and does Dacoit, and with Kanipetaru blasting in the background. I wish I stayed in that moment for
a little longer.
Yeah, a little longer, because that's a very big moment for him, right? Freedom. Freedom after such a long time, and then there is an immediate shift in music that felt a little abrupt. That's why I had this question.
Got it.
But sure, there are cinematic liberties like in every film.
Yes.
Sure, like now that we are not discussing many spoilers, there is that medical angle that actually raises a lot of questions. But I know that the film is giving importance to emotion
absolutely,
over, let's say, medical accuracy or something. So I'm completely okay with that. But did you guys discuss the medical angle?
Absolutely.
Like, is this possible? Because the character is in some very serious scenarios.
I mean, to the point where we did our research regarding certain things, and we knew these things were possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So definitely the due diligence has been done. Yeah, I know it might feel little on the cinematic side.
It's pushing.
Yeah, it's pushing it, but we did stay within, I would say, we did our research. We had talked to certain folks, and to a certain degree it was possible what we carried on with the actors. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're not, revealing anything.
I'm so sorry because
No, I understand.
yeah.
No, I understand. Maybe I should have given you an answer. No, but you know what we should do after the film? You will be in Hyderabad, right?
Yeah.
After the film comes out on OTT, we should do a director's commentary.
Sounds good.
Like
Then
we'll play the film. We'll play the film. We'll sit and talk
Absolutely.
about each and every scene.
I'll be more than happy. More than happy.
And you know, I miss those commentaries, Shaneil. We used to have this DVD.
Oh man, I love those, man. I used to
DVD
love buying
commentaries.
those, and you can see the whole commentary.
Yeah, we'll do that for Dacoit. We'll start that with Dacoit once the film hits Netflix or
yes.
once it's out on streaming.
Yeah.
Overall, looking back at Dacoit, the experience, what are some things that you have learned? It's obviously it's your first film as a director.
I think I realize, I'll be very honest with you. I mean, I was a DOP for many years, right? But what I learned with this movie is that I didn't know anything about filmmaking. No, I felt that because I have my own way of doing things, and I learned different ways of doing things with this movie. There's so much I will take back with me from the writing aspect of it, from shooting, from budgeting, from timing, on how to interact with actors, how to get a performance out of them, how to keep them in a nice state of mind that you know that if they're there, your day is going to go very easy because they're in that zone. So there was so much of learning for me, which is tremendous. You know, like I'm just humbled at amount that I've learned. So just biggest thing is how to keep your leads in a place where they get to just explore. You know, as a director, you have something in your mind, but if you give them the space to just explore, they'll bring something so much bigger than you have ever imagined. And that makes the story even more beautiful because they're living the characters, no? We write them, but they live it. So they'll bring something more organic. So, and that's what happened to our movie. You know, because of them, like Mrinal, oh my God, she's just a fantastic actress. You know, Mrinal ma'am, she took Saraswati to a different level. And it changed with her. Sesh, same thing. He took Hari to a different level. Like we would write something, we would discuss something. But on set, in his own mind, whatever he felt, he brought that out. And I'm like, wow. So these things happened and the story just created itself, you know.
And we need to talk about Gyani. The music is so good.
Gyani.
It's so good. Like it fills so many scenes with so much energy. So much.
Yeah.
He's a find actually. He's a great find.
We've known him for many years actually.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been a good friend. So Sesh has known him longer than I have. They've worked together before. So Gyani and he's such a sweet kid. He had just got married while we were in the middle of it. You won't believe, he was in his hardi doing the mehendi thing. And we were calling him like, dude, we need this. And his manager's like, sir, unka shaadi chal raha, thoda to time de do unko. You know, so all that happened, like literally I would sit on his couch for weeks on end while we were making this, you know, just a very enthusiastic, very driven young man, you know, like he would ask me, what is the core of this scene? What is the emotion you're trying to capture? Like, it's just not about tension hai to tension. Like, what is the intention? What are the characters feeling? What do you want me to tell as a story here? Those things he would ask, and those things got conveyed. And of course, we wanted that thoda hype chahiye tha in the sense of the build-up of the music, and which he did fabulously.
See, I love the music that you guys used in the trailer. Dun, 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 dun.
The gum.
Yeah. I wish that was used more in the film.
More, yeah.
I thought it was like a proper theme that we would hear in the film.
There was a thematic for Hari when he's thinking. We use it certain amount of times.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted more of that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This film does so many things right. Like we discussed, there will be angles that work.
Yes,
there will be
absolutely.
angles that won't work.
Yeah.
This one does so many things right.
Yeah.
Like the whole driving payoff also. I know you are hating me at this point for giving too many payoffs, but they create an impact. So congrats for your first film.
Thank you so much.
You want to make more films, right?
Yes, absolutely.
As a DOP or as a director? After this one?
Director, absolutely. As a director.
I
want to tell more stories, yes.
Tell stories.
Yes.
Superb. So I hope you continue to tell more stories
Thank you.
as a director.
Thank you.
In Telugu or?
Yeah, I mean, Telugu, Hindi, it just, I mean, this is, I'll tell you one thing, I've never got a chance to thank, this industry is giving me life, honestly. Like, even as a DOP, even Sesh brought me here, and the industry welcomed me, gave me so many opportunities as a DOP. Next thing you know, I'm directing in Telugu, and they welcome me with open arms. So, this is my industry. I'm fiercely protective of this place, and I'm fiercely proud of this place. It's given me a life, man. I mean, you know, I'm just one guy from US, and everybody's taking care of me. So I'm very much, you know, a TFI guy. And I am so proud to be part of this industry, and you know, yeah, man.
Super. Welcome to TFI. Welcome to Hyderabad.
Thank you, man.
So hoping to see you more often.
Yes.
We are doing the director's commentary.
Pakka.
Director's commentary.
Yes,
2 hours.
Yes,
2 hours. Proper full run time.
Done. We'll do that.
Done. Thank you, Shaneil. All the very best.
Thank you so much for having me.